It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, Sampson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw. Sanders. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Well, this is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Sanders dancing to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Here we go. Shot.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Tank. 11 MT tank. Here we go, here we go. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. It got his man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 70 yards. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Brown. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Gun. Shot. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Here's Sanders throwing on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy from 8 yards out. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the Browns' offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Logan Wilson. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
11.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
12.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT. Here we go.
And the give to Brown on the option. Runs over it. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
11 MT.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a couple.
11.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
12. 11. 11 Thomas. 11.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Gun. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Rolling to his right. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Second and 10.
11 empty, 11 empty. Wide 80, 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Down.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right back to Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Gun.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
On 2.
Here's 3rd and 3.
11. Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. Here we go. 11 MT tape.
They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
12.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
12.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Let's get set.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Sanders now from the gun on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Operating from the gun. Sanders eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. When no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Back to throw. Sanders trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. He'll buy some time right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock.
12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and 10. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sanders. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Steps away. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jordan Battle.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Touchdown! Chase Brown from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Sanders. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.